Hello, let's talk about while and do while loop. And in this video, I'm definitely going to explain to you and show you the differences. Even though most of them, like let me say, both of them work almost together, but people get always confused about which one to use and how to use it and how are you going to just do the syntax. Trust me, you can choose anyone to use among them. It doesn't matter actually. But the syntax in this video, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you what they actually do differently. So let's get started. I've just created a new folder and I named the folder JS. And in the folder, I open up the folder inside the VS Code. Of course, that's code editor I'm going to be using. I'm now creating a file called index.html, and then I want to create another file and name it app.js because that's where we are going to be writing our JavaScript code. And inside my index.html, let me bring out the document structure. And as usual, if you know how to use VS Code, it will be more easier with the exclamation mark and enter. So let me do script. Let me write my script. I'm just commenting that space. It's not necessary though. So I want to just link up my JavaScript with my HTML using the script link it tag, and I just link it with the app.js inside the source attribute. So let me just have h1 here, and the h1 should just say hello. That's cool. I think that's the only thing we should be having inside our HTML for now. Since we are not covering HTML code, we are just treating while and do while loop. So I just open up it inside browser, and you can see my hello written boldly inside the browser. Now let me declare a variable using the let keyword and set the count to be equals to maybe 2. Let me say 8 for now. So then while. So you can just write the while syntax since you are going to be treating the while loop first, and open the bracket, normal bracket, which after the normal bracket you open the curly braces. So inside the normal brackets, you can just type in the condition you want to check. So you can just say count should be less than or equals to 8. So that's where the condition goes. So on the while loop, you need to write the condition first. So while less than or equals to, let me see. I think it should just be 8, no, 7, no. Let's it be 8 for now. And then since you have checked the condition, and if you remember at the top, we declare our count to be equals to 8. So then let's see, it's going to be just 8. So I just want it to log to console log. Let me use template string here instead of using the concatenation sign. So template string I can see, and then I just definitely want to input the count in there with the dollar and then curly braces sign. What do I want to show there? The count. So that means the number. I'm not going to hard code the number as 8 definitely. I just want to I can see 7, I can see dash, then count main. So that means it's going to be the 8 at the top, but we are not hard coding it now since we have already declared it at the top. So I can just say count plus plus. So that means the count should increment. Trust me, for now we are not going to see any increment because whenever it checks the condition, it should find out that count is not less than 8. So but let me refresh and open up the console because we use console.log, and to the console tab, I can see 8 men. Why is he not incrementing the count? Because we said the count should be less than. So when the or check, it find out that it's not less than. So it will just go ahead and execute the code. So let's change this to maybe something less than 8. And then we can just now check the browser and see what's happened. Go to the browser and refresh. And then you can see now it's counting from, I can see 2 men, I can see up to 8 men, because it find out that the count is less than 8 and it keep on incrementing it till it reach the 8 that we set in there. So that's how the while loop first check for condition, and then after checking for the condition, you now write the code you want it to execute. That means the block inside the curly braces. So that's how the while loop works. So now another one is do while loop, which they are very, very similar and people get confused to it, and it's actually very, very simple. So let's comment this code out for now, and then after commenting, we can just check out the do while loop. And as I mentioned, the do while loop, you just need to start with the do, And then let me declare a variable called age and set it to 2 from beginning. So that means the age should be 2. So do, and then what do we want it to do? Now here in do while loop, we just first need to pass in the command we want it to execute before checking the condition. So now after do, we now say while and check the condition inside those brackets. So do what? We can now say ask it to do anything we want it to do from beginning. So after asking it to do it, we now check if condition is matching what we want it to do. Then we can just say console log. I'm using template string again. I like using template string instead of the usual concatenation, but trust me, you can use any one of it if you like. I am let me say age. We can just say I am age, since that's what we wanted to render there. And then year old. So definitely it will going to tell me. So let's increment the age for now. Let's increment the age plus to increment the age. And then we now pass in the conditions. What do we want it to check inside the while loop, inside the while syntax? So while what? I can just say while age is less than, while age is less than or equals to 5. I think 5 will be fine for now. So now I can save and then go to my browser and then refresh. We see I am 2-year-old, I am 3-year-old, I am 4-year-old, I am 5-year-old, because we said issue increment till it gets to our condition, which our condition said while age is less than or equals to 5. That's perfect. I want to change this to years old to make it look more realistic, because year old is a little bit not okay with me. So I think that's cool for now, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.